Ball on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. Starting on the mound in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Tommy Pham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And the 1-0. And another ball. There's the strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And there's 1 down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Brian Reynolds at the plate and takes high there.
Hey!
1 out, base is empty. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's the strike. Hit in the air, left field. Hernandez ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Center fielder O'Neal Cruz.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Paul Skeens. What do we have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first. Mookie Betts will get us started. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
when you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That's down and in.
2-1.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. And that is gone. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Tommy Edman at the plate. That one at triple digits.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball, see if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Edman gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Save at second, and that was not close. The pitch. Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that one is out of here. That's worth the price of admission. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 3-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No balls, two strikes.
Still only one out here in the inning. And
Outside,
1 and 2.
That's a ball. Nope. That's inside.
And that's downstairs and outside. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 2 away.
Batting six.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end. Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And a 1-2. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A., here's McCutchen.
Designated hitter, Andrew McCutchen.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ohtani back to work. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
The pitch to McCutchen. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
There's a strike. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Batting 6.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Billy Cook. Ball 1 there.
No strikes.
All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99
Here you go.
pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
One ball.
This guy's got
two
such a
strikes.
good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up
Batting
on
seventh.
the inside part of the
Second
plate.
baseman,
Couldn't get around
Nick
on it and
Gonzalez.
catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter.
0-1.
And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And it is 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Went with the sweeper for the strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2, and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. 0-1.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
1-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. Ground ball scooped up. Ke'Bryan Hayes whips it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Second baseman, Hassan Kim.
2 down, base is empty. And now the rookie second baseman. That one to first. Cook. He steps on the bag, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead at 3-0. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. That one in there across the letters.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, shortstop Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Kiner-Falefa, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's a
Ball, that's
ball.
off
Went
the
with the
plate.
sweeper. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Misses
That's in.
inside.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. There's the strike. That's
Count this
inside.
ball.
And there's ball
Take your
4.
base, ball 4.
Up next for the Pirates.
Here's
right
Tommy
fielder,
Pham.
Tommy Pham.
Flied to right his first time. There's a strike. Connor Falefa leads off first with one away. The 0-2. And the
Nope.
sweeper is
Ball
off the
1.
plate. Outside
ball.
low. And it's 2-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds here. He's 0 for 1. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And the first pitch
outside.
misses for ball 1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Makes the grab, and that is that. Pirates leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Hey.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that
0-1.
excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, gold gloves,
that's out.
and everything else you can think of. Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
That misses the
balls,
zone.
2 strikes.
2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
There's a line drive to left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. And tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And here comes Tommy Edman. A single and a run scored and a walk.
Come on, Tom.
Right side. Pham in position. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, first baseman,
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. And there's the strike. 2 outs,
0-1's the
base is
count.
empty. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That just misses. Going to count 1-2.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just missed the inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Teoscar Hernandez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Oh, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret. You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Foul ball.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built.
Outside.
When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1 ball.
McCutchen
2 strikes.
over at first with 1 away. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
So
First
2 down
baseman,
now,
Billy
and
Cook.
here is Billy Cook. Struck out swinging his first time. That's off the
a
mark,
ball.
and it's 1-0. The Dodgers leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
2
delivers
balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that will drop foul. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Strike him out.
2 on, 2 outs. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So they strand a pair. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in L.A., there's Teoscar Hernandez.
Boog, this batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next offering way off the plate.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Fly ball to right. Coming on is Pham to make the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Max.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., Max Muncy. Struck out looking his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball is outside. That one misses, and the count's full. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ohtani back to work. Breaking ball misses down and away. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia, the lefty, warming up as well. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hayes started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ke'Bryan down on strikes. Isaiah Kiner Falefa up to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The Pirates still looking for their first hit in this one. Good eye in that spot.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Tommy Pham, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Next offering is fouled back. The Pirates trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Good job to fight that one off. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Still down 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one at triple digits.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Conforto, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
The count.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And that's a little bit high. And now 3-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Ripped to short. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap. Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Next
Ball
pitch
back
is
outside.
outside. And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. And that one upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Upstairs outside, that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Shortstop.
So the batting order turns over. Now a chance for Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Pickoff move to first, and he's back safely.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And he blows that one by him at 100. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
The 1-1. In the air, left field. Reynolds right there to make the grab. And that will end the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Michael Grove.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it on the run. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's too low, and that is ball 1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. McCutchen goes 5 feet 11 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
2 outs.
Ball. 1-1.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing.
Now pitching for
Back now
Pittsburgh.
for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Carmen Mlodzinski.
Mlodzinski.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 1 for 2.
Center fielder, Tommy Edman.
That missed by a lot. 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that's in the dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just off the outside edge.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball could be 2. To second, there's
He's
one.
out.
On to first, double
He's
play.
out.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
And there's a ball. Action in the pen down there. Tim Meza loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Ferguson warming up as well. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that
1
time.
ball, 2 strikes.
That
Ball
one
2.
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 3-0. New inning getting started. Here's Joey Bart now.
Joey Bart.
There's a strike at the knees. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And he grounds one back up the middle, gloves it on the dive, and that keeps the no-hitter alive. Wow.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
And now Billy Cook. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
No balls, 2
The
strikes.
Pirates hitless so far in the game. Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Out to short. Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kyle Nicholas. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Catcher Will Smith.
That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. And a strike right through there. That one a triple
0-1's the
digits.
count.
That clips the zone. 0-2. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 down.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Conforto in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Now 1-1.
That's just out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is in the dirt. Swing and a miss at 100 struck him out. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Michael Kopech.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Kopech deals. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Banda, the power lefty, up as well. 1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Headed towards the corner. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
Now it's going to be Brian Reynolds. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Pajes pulls it down, and that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
64,
bottom of the 8th. Caleb Ferguson.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Here's the second baseman. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch is outside. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pham on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts now. He's already homered in this game. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Betts checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go.
Two balls, one strike.
Out towards left center. Cruz settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So digging in, Tommy Edman. And that's outside. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that skips in the dirt. Misses outside, and that's ball 3. Freddie Freeman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. "3-1 is on the way. On the corner for a strike.
We got full count.
Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get an out on the play. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3 in this one. Ferguson checks over to first, and he's back. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Teoscar Hernandez now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
That's a little bit low.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. And that's downstairs. 3-1. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. Two outs. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I loved Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly
got one
Fanatic
ball,
kind
one
of have
strike.
some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. One of the things,
ball,
though, that we've
two
seen
strikes.
that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players,
That's
and so
ball
they
two.
adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pajes makes the grab, one down. Here's Kutch to the dish. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
one's the
Kopech
count.
in his 6th season. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away. Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Bart stands in now and watches strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Ball one.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And an
Time, that ball
automatic
bounced
double
over.
as it hops the
Two
fence.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Billy Cook getting ready to hit. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. And the slider just misses. Hit to right, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
6-0 is how this one ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.